Okay, today I am going to be talking about a newly emerging security solution called Breach and Attack Simulators. I'll give an overview of what they are and then I'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages of the two types of architectures. Because of the 10 to 15 minute time constraint, I'm not going to be able to go into too much detail on the platforms listed, but I will briefly touch on their features that stood out to me. There's no conclusively best platform here. It really depends on what an organization's business practices are, but I'll give a verdict in the form of my opinion on what I believe to be the product that offers the most comprehensive solution. So, breach and attack simulators began emerging really only within the last couple years. And essentially, they function like a hacker that can automatically spot vulnerabilities in a security posture to help organizations evaluate if the security measures they already have in place are actually working effectively. Now, there are methods currently in existence outside of these that aim to do the same thing. Take, for example, things like penetration testing, vulnerability assessments, security audits, red team testing. I mean, the list really goes on. But the problem with these is they're all really just a one time assessment of your security posture, which really limits their offerings. And not to mention, they're all very, very costly. So these breach and attack simulators function like a pen test, except they're automated, which makes them significantly more affordable and they can be done repeatedly. A lot of these platforms also offer things like a vulnerability assessment would, things like risk prioritization, remediation suggestions. Both of these help security analysts tackle their workload and move through found vulnerabilities more efficiently. So, through using a breach and attack simulator, organizations can expect to reduce their security costs and increase their testing efficiency. Most of these are easily deployed and they are updated very frequently. Even though they offer things like controls testing, analyst testing, and product testing, they aren't without their disadvantages, though. Sometimes they're so good at identifying vulnerabilities that if they don't also include remediation prioritization, it really makes it difficult for security teams to know where to begin. Automated systems are going to be inherently more limited in their attack and threat simulations than a human pen tester, because they're really going off of only known vulnerabilities, whereas a human pen tester could conceivably come up with an approach that no one has attempted before. So even though these tools are meant to simulate attacks, also there is a very real possibility that production systems could be hindered or knocked offline entirely, which is a big problem. So although they reduce the overall security cost, keep in mind they're by no means inexpensive. Overall, however, I believe they're a good security tool for organizations to have in their arsenal. So two architectural types exist for these: playbook architecture and packet capture architecture. The playbook architectures are built at the modular or atomic level, and these can be executed on network, endpoint, and cloud simulators. The playbook advantages allow you to automatically and continuously attack your infrastructure with a variety of combinations. This enables simulation across the entire kill chain, from infiltration to any lateral movements and then exfiltration. Packet capture architecture honestly seems to be significantly less desirable from what I found. It only allows you to attack using one scenario, so it's very rigid and limited to only network traffic, which makes it really inflexible. What it essentially comes down to is that this method tests your security posture based on what it is you think you need, not necessarily what the attacker may do and accomplish. So, ATTACKIQ Fire Drill is the first product I'm going to be talking about. Like many of the simulators, it's completely automated. It takes an offensive defensive stance. It's simple to use, it offers easy integration, and it's highly customizable. The customizability is really important because, like I said earlier, everyone's needs are going to be different and they're going to be based on their own specific business practices. SafeBreach gives quick visibility with their dashboard, which is important for looking into vulnerabilities that may require an analyst's attention immediately. They feature cloud, network, and endpoint simulators that act as many virtual hackers attacking at once. And it focuses the attacks on multiple vectors. The solution also offers recommendations on what analysts should do to remediate any found vulnerabilities. And like I said, that's like basically doing their job for them. So that's really, really important. XM Cyber is heavily focused on automation. It showcases a really nice user interface with 24/7 advanced persistent threat simulation. It also has a nice graph. It's called the attack timeline, and it shows you exactly what happened and when. The automated purple teaming essentially means that it combines both red team and blue team processes to ensure customers stay ahead of the attackers. So for the red team aspect, it basically continuously runs attacks across an entire organization, while the blue team aims to defend against those attacks and offer remediation suggestions. So basically, the red team is just designed to make the blue team better. And this purple team idea is really to maximize the efficiency of both. PICUS security emphasizes remediation efforts with assigned criticality values on found vulnerabilities. So it'll actually rank them based off of, what is critical to your specific business practices, your infrastructure, the way things are set up, which should be tackled immediately. It has a flexible architecture, which makes this really versatile and allows it to be deployed in a variety of environments. And it's configurable within hours, which some of these take like days to set up, so that's an important point too. And it offers continuous HTTP, HTTPS endpoint, and email. Simulate is another product that showcases a beautiful user interface. It can be deployed within minutes, which that's huge and a huge differentiator from many of the others that are in this space. Its emphasis is on the attack vectors, which can be customized. And side note for anyone unfamiliar with that term, an attack vector is essentially just the path that an attacker or a hacker takes to gain access to your system. And this also conducts advanced persistent threat simulation in multi-phase wave assaults, so it'll attack in waves. And the final product here is THREATCARE. The biggest differentiator here is the fact that it's portable. It's the only one that I saw that was. It starts as a desktop application and can therefore be run from a mobile workstation. It has optional agents, which is a huge plus for any company that would like a breach and attack simulator but do not want to deploy agents on their network. And a single administrator can leverage this product and utilize out-of-the-box playbooks or customize their own. And the single administrator is a big point because a lot of these are designed to be run by a security team, which is, you're not going to find a lot of small businesses or even medium-sized that have a full-blown security team. It might just be, one IT person in charge of security. So it really is a deal breaker for small businesses. And the playbooks here, the attacks imitate a variety of attack scenarios as well. So out of the products I picked, I think XM Cyber had the best, most comprehensive tool, if you will. The automated purple teaming really gives security teams an advantage. And unlike a lot of these products, it doesn't affect network availability or user experience, despite the fact that it runs 24/7 and despite how much it can offer. The prioritized remediation efforts also take away any confusion and essentially alleviate, the daily workload strain the analysts are faced with. It fully exposes attack vectors top to bottom with above and below surface exploitation, and also has customizable attack scenarios and automatically generated reports, which is a really, really important thing for companies to take to CISOs, to take to their marketing team, financial advisors, also to take to, for anyone that's doing compliance. Those reports are huge. So there's no single impenetrable catch-all security solution that's fully comprehensive with its protection. I mean, we just don't have that in cybersecurity yet. I don't know that we ever will. But I think this XM Cyber's Breach and Attack Simulator really offers a lot um, to any organization, I guess, that wants to see if their security tools in place are actually effectively accomplishing what they claim to do. And as you can see, I have a lot of sources, so feel free to sift through these on your own time should any of you feel the desire to do so. Thanks, guys.